called Joe Walnes, and he says, don't mock what you don't own. And this is a great piece of advice that takes a little bit of semantic parsing. Essentially, let's take HTTP request as an example. Don't mock HTTP request. If you really need to use HTTP request in your business logic, and I'm sure you don't need to, but if you do, put it behind an interface that you design that controls, that narrows the interface, narrows the surface area of what you're interested in an HTTP request. Write all your code against that interface, so that will specify exactly what behaviors you need from HTTP request, and then write the mock your interface in your tests and test HTTP request through the interface that you've created. So everything is under your control apart from that last step, which is the external component that you're using. Which brings us on, no session is complete without a bit of clean code and Bob. So Bob had a wonderful thought experiment. He said, if your production code got deleted, but you had a backup of your tests, would you be able to recreate the production system? Or if your test got deleted, what would that do? So the thought experiment is, if you had the choice between losing your production code or losing your test code, which would you choose? And his answer, if you read the Crib 101, is the correct answer is lose the production code, which is counterintuitive. Because if you have production code with no test, you have no documentation, you can't make any changes to it without knowing that you haven't broken anything. Whereas if you got the tests and you lose the production code, well, you can just re-enable the test one at a time and write the code that will satisfy the same specification. Don't do either of these things, obviously.